Alright, thanks for joining me. This is your Smackdown review. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. We got Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman kicking off the show. Roman Reigns said that he put Jey Uso in the main event. He said that 2 weeks ago he took care of Daniel Bryan. Last week he took care of Kevin Owens. He said Jey Uso would lead Team Smackdown to victory and he would defeat Roman. And he said he would defeat Drew McIntyre in Survivor Series. And then that's when Drew McIntyre came out. He would not be facing Randy Orton. He said Drew came out and told Reigns that he would be facing him at Survivor Series. Roman Reigns said no one cares and nobody watches Raw. He said people only watch SmackDown for him. Drew McIntyre said the last time they was both in the ring with each other, he eliminated him in the Royal Rumble this year and beat Brock Lesnar in 5 minutes. Roman Reigns asked, who is Drew McIntyre? Who is even Drew McIntyre? Then Drew McIntyre replied, he is the man. He will become the new WWE champion and beat him at Survivor Series. And he will become the top champion in WWE. That's when Jey Uso came out and interrupted. He said he's not even on SmackDown. Said that Drew McIntyre disrespected the family. He said, look at what he did to Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens after they disrespected the family. He took care of them. Then Jey Uso challenged Drew to a match. He held the mic up to Drew McIntyre to get his answer, but then dropped the mic. Then Drew McIntyre grinned at him and pushes where he shoved him to the mat. Jey Uso was about to get up and do something, but Roman Reigns held them back, and then they left the ring. Alright, so we come back from commercial break, and we're showing that Roman Reigns are yelling at Jey Uso, saying, what is he doing? Well, who do he think he are? You don't make the matches around here. I make the matches around here. he runs the place around here. And then Jey Uso said he would take care of it, and he left. So Roman Reigns just looking at him as he goes by. So, yeah, that was quite interesting. We got Sami Zayn versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Champion match. Sami Zayn wins by a count out by hooking Apollo Crews' leg to the ring apron outside, like under the ropes. He tied his legs to the ropes and got back in the ring before the 10 count. And then we got Drew McIntyre and Adam Pearce segment. Adam Pearce said he can't make the match official since he's a Raw superstar, but he did say he can make the match unsanctioned. So it will be a now unsanctioned match in the main event for tonight's SmackDown. We got a Rey Mysterio interview. They talk about their history with Seth Rollins and Murphy. Then we got Sasha Banks coming out to do a promo. She did a little promo, and then Bayley comes out and interrupts her through the promo. And then out of nowhere, Carmella comes back, attacks Sasha Banks from behind, and does her face buster while looking at Bayley. So she attacks her twice. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode made fun of Otis for being alone by himself, eating by himself. Then Otis got mad, then flipped the table, and as they walked away. So it was announced Otis versus Dolph Ziggler would be happening. Otis defeated Dolph Ziggler with a middle rope splash to get the victory. Then backstage we got Chad Gable want to be Otis' mentor because he was impressed with his match. He said you need more discipline and you need somebody to show you your inner apple. As we come back from commercial break, we got Seth Rollins and Murphy talking about their match coming up next. So we got Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins brawling back and forth, and as we get to the end, Murphy gets in the ring and hands Seth Rollins a chair. and heads up Rey Mysterio so he can hit him. But then he turns around and knees Seth Rollins in the face. And then Seth Rollins comes to realize what Murphy just did. He gets on the apron. He gets on the apron and starts talking to Murphy, and then that led to Rey Mysterio doing a 619 leading up to a frog splash to get the win. Now, Rey Mysterio did botch, but he came back up and hit another 619. So after Rey Mysterio wins, Rey Mysterio shakes Murphy's hand, and then they all hugged and walked off as that was the end of the feud. So they respected each other. Dominic shake his hand. They all hugged to close off the segment. We come back from commercial break. Natalya's asking Adam Pearce for another chance, but she said he had to complete in the Fatal 4-Way match. And then we got Chelsea Green showing before it went back to commercial break. We got Seth Rollins getting furiously asking Adam Pearce for Murphy since he's done with the Mysterio family. Liv Morgan will be one of the other women to qualify for the Smackdown's Women's Tag Team at Survivor Series after beating Tamina, Chelsea Green, and Natalya in the Fatal 4-Way match. So that's actually a good thing, but what about Chelsea Green? Will she be the last one? We got Drew talk. He said the reason he came to SmackDown was to send Roman Reigns a midgets, but now he gets to send Randy Orton midgets. He said he proud of Jey Uso for stepping up, but tonight he got to kick his behind in his own backyard. The Street Profits caught up with Big E backstage, and they brought him some food in the shape of L's. He said that they will be giving a New Day an L at Survivor Series if they can beat the Hurt Business this Monday. Then Big E said that they are the great value New Day. They are knockoff New Day, and said they will lose at Survivor Series. Then they all laughed together. Then Big E walked away. And as the Street Profits laughs turned into it all looked like, did he really just say that? So I don't know if the Hurt Business will be losing or winning, but I don't know. And so it actually looks like that Seth Rollins will be leaving sooner than later, because it looks like the Rey Mysterio feud is over, and now it's just up to Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins. So now I think Buddy Murphy might win this round and then make Seth Rollins leave with a type of stipulation or something. But this will be interesting to watch because Buddy Murphy, Ashley Murphy, is actually a good superstar, and hopefully he wins, and then Seth Rollins can take some time off to be with Becky Lynch and with their first child. So this will be interesting to watch. Okay, we have Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso in a non-sanctioned match. They started brawling in the beginning of the match, then the middle of the match, Roman Reigns comes out, and then they started brawling again. Jey Uso gets out the ring. Looks at Roman Reigns. They started talking. Then he gets back in the ring. He tells Roman, I'm finna beat him. Gets back in the ring, and then Roman grabs him back out the ring. He grabs his leg and tells him, I don't care if you beat him. I just want you to make him understand. So Jey Uso gets back in the ring, starts beating on him a couple of times. He gets off and then looks around, and then that's when Drew McIntyre comes and hits him with the Claymore for the 3 count, and then he gets out the ring. Him and Roman Reigns starts talking, and then Roman Reigns walks away as the show closes off. Okay, before I get out of here, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and comment if you want to see me do more. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys next. Thanks for watching.